of Osun as pilgrims converge in Mount Arafat in Saudi Arabia. Residents in Orolu, Irekpodun local government reiterate support for Oyetola re-election. Ghana reports 2 suspected cases of Marburg virus, this says. As over 1 million Muslims are today performing the core of the Hajj rites today at Arafat, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, pilgrims from the state of Osun, southwest Nigeria, have prayed for the victory of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola on the forthcoming gubernatorial election in the state. Governor Oyetola today hooked up with the pilgrims live from OSBC studio ILERA Okebale Osogbo, where they showered encomiums on him for what he has done to make the Hajj exercise a success. According to them, only Governor of Osun deemed it fit to have a phone call conversation with the pilgrims among his counterparts across the country. The gesture they described as unusual. Osun pilgrims in Saudi Arabia particularly prayed for Governor Oyetola for giving them allowances to make their journey easier and more comfortable. Traditional rulers and residents in Orolu, Irekpodun local government areas of the Osun State, southwest Nigeria, have reiterated their support towards the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial election. The community leaders in the area made the assertion when the governor's campaign train stopped by in the area. Governor's office correspondent Sonia Ononude files the details.
Governor Adegboyega Oyetola campaign train was received in Orolu and Irekpodun local government area of the state of Osun amid fanfare by members of the All Progressive Congress and residents in the area. Governor Oyetola met with traditional chiefs in Ifon led by High Chief Oyetunji Oyetunde, Esa Ifon Orolu, Olobuof Ilobu, Oba Ashiru Olaniyan, Ẹlẹ́rìn Ọ̀fẹ̀rìn Ọ̀ṣun, Oba Yusuf Ọmọlóye, Aṣíwájú Ẹ̀rìn Ọ̀ṣun, Alhaji Hassan Alao, as well as the Seriki Hausa community in Ifon Orolu, Alhaji Sulaiman Sabo, where he was not only given the symbolic royal blessings but equally reassured of their total support and commitments towards his re-election based on his outstanding performance across the state. The governor reassured the royal fathers and traditional chiefs in the area as well as the Timi party supporters at Ifon Market Square, St. Michael Primary School, Ilobu, as well as ADS Grammar School, Ẹ̀rìn Ọ̀ṣun, that he would do more in meeting the yearnings and aspirations in terms of policies and initiatives that impact positively on the lives of the citizenry and boosting the profile of the state if re-elected in the forthcoming gubernatorial election. He therefore charged them to work harder as well as keep an eagle eyes on their ballots to ensure a landslide victory.
Etí òtó ó wà sẹ́kù ẹ̀fọ́kànbalẹ̀ ẹ̀tún wo tọ́lọ̀ tó gbé fún wa ní Àbújá ní agbára ọlọ́run aṣíwájú máa ṣe ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè. Síwájú arí bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ máa jẹun kẹ́ máa yọ̀ ní ẹ̀ jẹ sókè ẹ̀ wà jẹ sókè.
A theme equally emphasized by the state chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Prince Gboyega Famodun, the Director General of Oyetola's Campaign Council, Senator Ajibola Bashir, Honorable Kola Oyewo, as well as Mrs. Abosede Ogoluwa during the campaign rally to the area. On the campaign train with the governor were the wife of the governor, Mrs. Kavayat Oyetola, the deputy governor, Mr. Benedict Alabi, the wife of the deputy governor, Mrs. Oyefunke Alabi, former deputy governor, Mrs. Titila Oyeponle, Engineer Shola Akinwumi, stalwarts and members of the All Progressive Congress from across the state. From the governor's office, Sanya Onoide reporting.
Meanwhile, more endorsement for the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial election unfolded as unions and associations emphasized their commitment in support towards ensuring continuation of good governance unfolding under the leadership of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola. Governor's office correspondent Sonia Onoride has more of the story.
Ahead of the forthcoming gubernatorial election in the state of Osun, more endorsements were being declared for Governor Adegboyega Oyetola towards his re-election in the July Supreme poll. Latest endorsement comprised of Osogbo Progressive Union, National Association of Nigerian Students, and Joint Campus Committee held at different venues within the state capital, addressing the leadership and members of the union and association at different points within the metropolis. Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, who appreciated the confidence and loyalty of Osogbo indigenes, said that he would continue the giant strides and ensuring developmental transformations across the metropolis, irrespective of rumors being peddled about by the mischief makers. He therefore implored the eligible voters to possess the permanent voters card and remain sensitive and vigilant with their ballots. Speaking in the same vein with the Nigerian Students Association, Governor Oyetola submitted that he is passionate about imparting quality education that transforms positively the lives of younger generation in ensuring a brighter future for the incoming generation.
Please get your voters card ready. We don't have one place. It's important for you to get one now. It's the opportunity to go to the ILERA office and get your cards. Don't be deceived by this question for utility money. The 10,000, 20,000 will not take you to where you want to be. Don't sell your future, don't sell your future, don't rely on bank and study. What is the problem is your future, your career. As time to develop your career, I will be with you all through and support you absolutely.
The leadership of Osogbo Progressive Union, as well as the National Association of Nigerian Students Joint Campus Committee, who spoke in turns, poured encomiums on Governor Adegboyega Oyetola for achieving so much in all ramifications within the short space of time, adding that if given the opportunity to serve once more, the state of Osun will be better for it in terms of infrastructural developments, qualitative healthcare delivery, education transformations, overall welfare policies across the state. Also on ground to lend hands of solidarity with the governor were the wife of the governor, Mrs. Kavayat Oyetola, the deputy governor, Mr. Benedict Alabi, the wife of the deputy governor, Mrs. Oyefunke Alabi, former deputy governor, Mrs. Titilayo Yepanle, the state chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Prince Gboyega Famodo, the Director General Oyetola's Campaign Council, Senator Ajibola Bashir, among others. From the From the Governor's Office, Sanya Onoide reporting.
This is the World at Noon, coming to you from Osun State Broadcasting Corporation. Ileawiye Okebale Shubo, Voice of the West. Now, I made this message. Do the difficult things while they are easy, and do the great things while they are small. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. Health authorities in Ghana have announced that the country has recorded 2 suspected cases of Marburg virus disease, MVD. MVD, a rare but severe hemorrhaging fever, is caused by a Marburg virus and could lead to death. In a statement, the Ghana Health Service said the 2 persons were identified at different locations in the Ashanti region with acute hemorrhaging fever. The statement added that the blood samples had been sent to the Institute of Pasteur in Dakar, Senegal, for further confirmation with the support of the World Health Organization. Meanwhile, 34 contacts of the 2 cases have been identified are under quarantine and monitored. Health authorities added that no new cases were reported since the first 2 cases were identified. And here again are the highlights of the world at noon. Traditional rulers and residents in Orolu, Irekodun local government areas of Osun State, Southwest Nigeria, have reiterated their support towards the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in the forthcoming gubernatorial election. Health authorities in Ghana have announced the that the country has recorded 2 suspected cases of Marburg virus disease. And that was the World at Noon, edited by Nathaniel Oyogoke and delivered by Olushola Egbodofo. News talk by Oluwatoyin Yusuf of our editorial unit examines nexus between Hajj as a pillar of Islam and Eid al-Kabir as a great and rewarding part of worship in Islam.
The day of Arafat, when millions of Muslims the world over who have landed in Saudi Arabia for this year's Hajj will gather in the plain of Mount Arafat to observe the most important aspect of Hajj rites. While in the plain of Arafat, pilgrims will be engrossed in prayers till the time of afternoon prayer Zuhr, which they are expected to combine with Asr prayer before proceeding to Muzdalifah, where they will stay briefly to observe the evening and night prayers Maghrib and Isha together. Any pilgrim who misses the stay in the plain of Arafat has missed Hajj for that year. The story of Hajj and Eid al-Kabir, better known as Eid al-Hudaybiyyah, is traced to Prophets Ibrahim and Ismail, his son. Ibrahim did not have any covenant with God to sacrifice his son if God gifted him one. Rather, Ibrahim had a dream that he sacrificed his son. And since the dreams of prophets of God symbolize commandment from God, Ibrahim had no other alternative but to do so as he had been commanded. At the point of sacrifice, God replaced Ismail with an animal, and that marked the beginning of Eid al-Kabir. This is explained in Quran chapter 37 verse 100 to 108. Slaughtering animals, which could be goats, rams, cows and camels, is the heart of the celebration. It must however be made clear that God Almighty has nothing to do with the blood or meat of the animals. Neither stands for anything in Islam. Blood of anything is not a recompense for sin. Rather, God attaches importance to the piety with which Muslims slaughter the animals. This is made explicit in Quran chapter 22 verse 36. The animal to be slaughtered is not a form of rituals to any god or rock or other creatures of God. The blood is not splattered on anything, neither is the meat placed somewhere for any deity to consume or bless. The animals are slaughtered in the open, burnt in the open, butchered and cooked in the open, and consumed in the open by man. The meat from the animals so slaughtered is not meant for the family alone. Members of the family will have their share, and so will Muslims and others who are less privileged will have their own share of the meat. The ILERA meat is not for exchange between slaughtering Muslims as friends or in-laws or neighbors. Those who are expected to eat from the rewarding meat have been explained above as contained in Quran chapter 22 verse 35. The carcasses of the animals are not to be hung till the following day. Islam frowns at this practice as it demonstrates lack of hygiene. Leftover meat should be kept in hygienic places and conditions for further consumption. Tomorrow is the day of Eid al-Kabir. Muslims will observe 2 rakats at various prayer grounds, after which they listen to sermon by the Imam and then return home to slaughter their animals after the Imam might have done so. A Muslim who uses alcoholics to celebrate is not a Muslim, as explained by Prophet Muhammad in one of his sayings that a drunkard loses his Islam and faith the moment he begins to drink. Ash-sharibu la yakunu mu'minan hina yashrabu. News Talk enjoins Muslims to use today, the day of Arafat, and tomorrow, the day of Eid al-Kabir, to pray for enduring peace in the world and a peaceful election in the state of Osun, so that the good work of the government can continue.
That news talk by Oluwatoyin Yusuf of our editorial unit examines the nexus between Hajj as a pillar of Islam and Eid al-Kabir as a great and rewarding art of worship in Islam. Thanks for listening to The World at Noon. Good afternoon.
It's entertaining, it's educating, really informative, qualitative news as it breaks. It's OSBC Radio 2, 104.5 FM. Numero uno south of the Sahara, voice of the West.